All right, my name is Monica Madrid. I'm here with Football is Sexy, and I'm here with, of course, the squad. M. Shea, better known as Melissa Shea.
Hello.
Actually, it's backwards. See, we talked about that. It's M. Shea to me, and of course, we're with Sanaz and possibly Sanasti today. We will see. I cannot wait. We have not talked. We purposely wanted to save it for today. Week 5 is in the books.
Crazy.
Week 5.
We just got started.
And it's like, I don't even know where to begin, but we're always going to start with Monday night. We have so much to go over. We're definitely going to get to as many topics and teams that we can. But let's talk about the Green Bay Packers and the Raiders. The Raiders. There's no one that does it better than Sanaz. Nobody does it.
I was so wrong about that game, you guys. I really thought, the spread was 1.5. I really thought Green Bay was going to pull it out. Jimmy G blessed us all with his beautiful presence.
He got a haircut.
He got he had nothing to do for a while.
Yeah.
So, good for him. And, again, Devontae Adams, they just targeted him. Green Bay was like, we know what you're going to do. We're going to just smoosh Devontae out here. We're going to make him a non-threat here. And the Raiders were able to squeak out with that one.
I felt like it was just a good, bad game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I like.
It was
a good bad game.
I think we all had the same expectations going in, right? We didn't expect it to be a Niners Dallas situation. We knew what we were going to get from them.
Yeah. Lackluster.
It was going to be a good bad game, and
but it was a good bad game.
It was a good bad game.
I think you said it perfectly.
And I also did my pick'ems, and I did not see that coming. So
I was watching it and I forgot who I picked because it was so 50-50.
It was such a good bad game.
I'm like, who did I pick? I don't even remember. I don't even know who I'm going for.
Yes.
By the way, and again, we talk about some of the stadiums, and I will always give it to that stadium in Vegas is amazing.
Allegiant crushed it, man.
They crushed it. And they always bring the rappers during halftime.
Oh,
so I don't.
Vegas show Vegas show.
I love it, but I do. You guys know I love the history of the game, and so it did remind me of a very famous matchup. You guys might not have been born, whatever, but there was a big matchup between Green Bay and the Raiders back in the day.
Yes.
I probably have the stat. I forget.
You need
what
a
year.
little history.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna give you the. I forget.
To drop down.
I forget the year.
Pop-up video.
Oh, I know. No. I forget the year. It was with Brett Favre. Whatever. I don't know.
Good old Favre.
No. This was during the Brett Favre days. He had just lost his dad the day before. He lost his dad on a Sunday, and this is when Monday Night Football was Monday Night Football.
Right.
We've talked about that before. And everybody was like, is Brett going to play? Yeah. Brett and his father were so close. He was his coach, his best friend. And so when he died suddenly, I don't think they expected it that day, definitely. And everybody was like, is Brett going to play? And he played. And he played at the Raiders. Okay. Now, Brett showed out. It was what they call kind of like a miracle game.
Yeah.
It was like his dad was there overlooking everything. He threw he was throwing passes, 399 yards, I think, 4 touchdowns. And it was like this thing, and everybody in the locker room had his back. Can you imagine? They know his dad died, and they were just it was one of those games that goes down in history as one of the best Monday Night Football games. Yeah. And I'm going to give it to the Raiders. The fans actually were clapping for Brett Favre in their own stadium.
That's nice.
Watching that. So it was just one of those moments. So I did have a little fun fact on that, but let's just get to it. Wait. Let's just get to it. Woo! Oh my God.
What a game, huh?
I'm going to let you guys go first.
No. Listen. I think that was the 14th.
Do you like it?
I love it.
That's cute.
Are we going to leave it out on the table the whole time? Might as well.
I think that was the 14th consecutive game. Might have been the 15th now. McCaffrey's had a touchdown. That's ridiculous at this point.
Your noises are just...
Brock Purdy is the truth.
I love
Brock Purdy is the truth.
I've been saying this since last year.
I get it.
And finally, everybody's finally on the train.
I was doubtful.
I've been on this train.
My heart had been broken.
Well, you're not the only one.
I was wary.
And I appreciate that you weren't on the train yet.
Yeah.
You and a lot of other
convincing,
people.
After a heartbreak, you just...
I think we finally convinced America that Brock Purdy is literally going to be one of the legendary quarterbacks in this league. And I've been saying it since last year. And the reason why I said it is when you watch him, and again, I have watched every single 49er game since DirecTV allowed me to. Okay. And so, by the way, that whole YouTube DirecTV, I'm not happy about that situation. And I'm telling you, from the get, when he started to play, and I've been saying it, the poise, the grit, the seriousness, all business, no flash.
Yeah.
A man of faith.
Yeah.
Lives with his roommate. We talked about last podcast. Makes under $1 million a year, which in this league is nothing.
And he's just like, he's in a committed relationship. He's getting married. Do you know his wedding date?
I don't.
His wedding date is March 9th. I don't know if this is breaking news.
I love that you know.
I'm going to just drop that right here. March 9th is when him and his fiancee Jenna are getting married. I'm not sure if that's public information, but now it is.
How did we get? I don't know how we got that, but okay. Are we invited? That's what I want to know.
We're not
invited yet.
But he did say he planned that obviously to be, in the off season and to have all their friends and family there. And I love it. He's not a playboy. He's not just out on the town showing all his money. Someone else comes to mind, Kelsey. When I say that, but he found like a nice girl. He's settling down. He seems like you were saying, just
a good guy.
Love that. Like America's favorite new quarterback.
Well, he's had 20 touchdowns.
Amazing.
Guess how many interceptions?
1. It was 1 pick.
2.
Oh.
2.
I don't know.
There's only been 2. It's insane what he's been doing. Everybody's talking now about MVP, and I am absolutely MVP.
He's in there for sure.
Who else would be a bigger MVP right now than Brock Purdy, other than Christian McCaffrey? I think we have the 2 MVPs. Maybe you could throw Tua in there, but really, I think the Niners have the MVP of the year this year, for sure. And let's not forget about George Kittle, our 3 touchdowns on his birthday weekend. His birthday was the 9th. And what I love about the Niners, obviously, is not just because I'm a fan, but last week it was all CMC.
Yeah.
And this week it was all Kittle.
Yeah.
And then they even have our new guy. What's the other guy? Not our new guy, but he's not as, famous. But yeah, so I forgot his name.
There's so many.
There was another. Oh God, I can't remember.
And
his name.
Ayuk is still out.
No. Ayuk had a touchdown.
Oh, was he back?
Oh yeah, Brandon's there.
Debo.
Our offense is unstoppable, but our defense too.
Yeah.
Do not get it twisted. Fred
Best
Warner
in the league.
Fred Warner, our linebacker, is not only is he so cute, great personality. He is the truth, as you say.
For sure.
He was flying all over that field.
Yeah.
Wherever there was one play when he was literally running down and he was toe to toe with the wide receiver.
Yeah.
Now, wide receivers are supposed to be a lot faster than the linebackers. He was toe to toe.
For sure.
Right there.
Yeah.
Fred Warner had 1 punch out,
Amazing.
1 sack, and 1 forced fumble. The stats, we could go on and on, but the game, let's talk about Dallas for a minute.
Yeah.
Wow. First of all, I feel for all the Dallas fans. We've all been there as fans. We know what it feels like to lose such a big game in such a bad fashion.
Yeah.
First of all, Micah Parsons. How do you guys feel about players that are playing and then they have a podcast the next day?
What he said about Kittle was
what?
So Micah Parsons has a podcast and he came on to say Kittle's my boy. I love Kittle, but the shirt thing was a little too extra. I don't know why you got to take it there. And I'm gonna tell you this, be prepared or however you said it for the next time we play. Be ready. Dude, come on, just stop it. Well, and how do you have the time to do a podcast?
Well, for those people who might not know what we're talking about, Kittle under his uniform had a blue Dallas Cowboys shirt that said F the Cowboys.
Right, which is a throwback.
And it's a throwback.
Yeah.
I forget who did it.
back in the 94 Dallas game. It's like
it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's not like he
it's
just
been done before.
Right.
He was replicating a piece of history,
Right.
whether you like it or not. It was
effing funny.
It was
Get
funny.
the fuck over it.
And if you don't like it, fucking play.
Yeah.
Play.
Michael Parsons.
But I don't know how you guys feel, but I don't, this whole thing about you're playing and then you have a podcast the next day and you're talking. I don't know. I'm kind of old school.
I don't know.
that way.
Maybe watch some film the next day and you'll have a better game next
There
week.
you go.
I don't know what to tell you.
Why are you
I'm
getting hung
surprised
up?
the NFL even allows them to comment on things as they're happening, like you're saying, like the next day.
I prefer if I was a coach, I would prefer that you guys share your podcast shit on the off season.
Absolutely.
Because you usually are saying stuff that's either gonna piss the other team off. It just, I don't know. It just
What's
seems
the intention behind
messy,
it, right? Besides to provoke and besides to like inflame.
Yeah, I don't know. But going back to Dallas, we cannot leave here not talking about Dak.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Dak, he just wasn't there, dude. He wasn't there. He couldn't make his passes. I don't even know what to say. I don't even. It was just a performance and another example of the Super Bowl 49ers.
Well, thank you. To me, the thing that said it all was the last pass that Dak threw.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he literally just threw it.
Yeah.
Almost like closed your eyes.
Frustrated.
Just frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw it and see what happens.
Yeah.
There was no execution, and we got an interception.
Yeah.
And granted, we were already like up by 30 or whatever at that time.
Right.
But it's just lack of accuracy, lack of attention. I mean, Dallas is in trouble. Would you agree? Or are they not? Or are they going to be fine? And are they going to just chalk this up as a bad loss and they're going to come back and we're going to meet in the play? Like, what do you think's going to happen?
Dallas is making the playoffs. No one's denying that. But I think there's going to be a real separation this year between teams making the playoffs that were like, well, duh, they made the playoffs. And yeah they made the playoffs. And they're going to fall into that second category. They will make the playoffs. They will put on a good show, but it's going to be tougher for them than it is for teams like the Niners or the Dolphins.
Yeah. I think with Dak, he needs to learn to control his emotions. I think we see that when he does media, when he does press conferences, we see that people can get under his skin. And as a quarterback specifically, you cannot allow that. You have to come out. I mean, Tom Brady was the GOAT because he was able to mentally manipulate how he performed on the field based off what he told himself. And so if he said he would use anger, he would make himself angry. He would tell himself they said something about me. They looked at me this kind of way, and he would use that and did not have any control over your emotions and to let your emotions so severely affect your performance. I think that's Dak's biggest downfall.
You know what he reminds me of? He actually reminds me of Russell Wilson too. Like like when Russell says something, you just look at him like you just shake your head like you don't believe a word he's saying. You know, the whole let's ride and everyone's like, bro, just stop talking. Like if you're gonna talk, you better be able to back it up.
Yes.
And when he did that, he was at the press conference and they said, how did you feel about the losing last year? And he goes, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Now I'm really angry. And now I'm really angry. And then he goes, you know what? Thank you for that. And he's like, no, I appreciate that. I really do. And then he said, it's going to be dangerous. And I was like this. I'm like, man, just stop talking.
Well, you gotta love when they pull him at the end of the game. They pull him, and people are chanting for Trey Lance. By the way, did you catch that? Your people were chanting for your third string quarterback to get in there. You could hear it, and I thought that was crazy. And it's like, Dak, look at what's happening to your team, brother. Like you can't keep your shit in check. They're chanting for a third string quarterback. Like, get your team together.
Yes.
Well, and not only
Get
that,
it together.
it's all a mess. Mike McCarthy. Right? First of all, they were out-coached.
Yeah,
Kyle
absolutely.
Shanahan, and when I said the other day, I said I was naming on one of the reels, I named all our players. I was like, Kittle, you're not gonna, and I said we would win by 10 or more. I didn't know we were gonna win by 30, and I said Kyle, and probably they thought I was talking about Juice. I was talking about both. Kyle Juszczyk and Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
Kyle, that was like the best coach game I've seen from him. And I always say it. Sometimes he scares me. He does some stuff. I go, oh God. But he coached an amazing game.
Yeah.
the other thing that we have to talk about is, again, Jerry Jones. If I was a Dallas fan, I'd be like, Jerry, if I see this number 4 effing next year, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Who handles all of the hiring and firing in Dallas? One person, Jerry Jones.
Absolutely. Everything runs
The
through him.
clock is ticking. He wants to win a Super Bowl before he, he's up there in age. I don't know how old he said it. He's like, the clock is ticking.
Yeah.
Granted, they make the most money. We know this, but at some point, don't you want your fans? Don't you want to we do all of this to win a Super Bowl?
Don't you want to actually be able to perform and not just be talking the talk just to run your mouth? I mean,
but it on our page, I had bet everybody. I said, if you're a Dallas fan and you lose, I expect everyone to put our logo on their profile pic.
Tag us.
Tag us.
If you do.
Tag us. I mean, I guess I think we pretty much covered that game, right? I mean, it was really. I mean, the Niners just look unstoppable. They do. They just look unstoppable.
So exciting.
Unlike the Bills, who were in London.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
But we figured Jags would come out on top. Who's that guy? Travis Etienne? I'm going to butcher his name. He had 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Okay. Were you up?
I watched a little bit of it.
Okay. I was going to say, were you up, girl? Because you don't be getting up till late.
I know. I'm not a morning person.
You must have caught like the fourth quarter.
I mean, I caught a little bit.
It's like a 12-hour day of football. If you wake up and actually watch the 6:30 game and then you're watching.
I was up. So I get up at 4.
Day.
I get up at 4:30 every morning.
Oh my gosh.
I do my thing.
She's
I go to.
insane.
I know. Well, if it's really not. If you think about it, if I get up at 4:30, 5:30 I'm out the door. Then I'm at the gym by 6, and by the time I get home, it's 7:30. So it's like it's makes sense.
Time to go to bed.
No, it's time for me to get busy and do football sexy shit. But here's what I would say about that London game. The shit was early, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I was so irritated because it's another one of those games that on the pick'ems I went back and forth.
Yeah.
I was like back and forth. And what I forgot is that the Jags
love London. And
love London, but they were already there.
Right.
And I wasn't sure how bad what do you call it? The jet lag
was going to be.
And the Bills did so good last week.
Yeah.
I thought they would ride it one more week. I was wrong. I was so wrong. In fact, there was a meme or whatever, a video going through. What the hell? It was going through, and Stephon Diggs, the wide receiver for the Bills, was so pissed. There's never a week that goes by if there's not a player or a coach that throws a tablet. Like, that's the cool thing to do right now.
He got grumpy.
He was not happy.
We got tablets being thrown and helmets.
Yes. And so I put up a meme.
Yeah.
Did you see
That
it?
was a good one.
So Stephon Diggs just did the little throwing of the tablet, and then I added, and I'm like, that's how I felt when I changed my pick from the Jaguars to your team. I lost that one.
Can we admit that players are getting a little wild with their emotions this season? Like between the tablet throwing, helmet throwing, the jaw jacking, the quarterback screaming, or even a Kelsey brother basically assaulting a coach and shaking him all
and
like
he's
on the side.
a nice
he's
dude.
The calmest little teddy bear ever.
Yeah,
I don't know
what
what's
happened?
in the water this year over at the NFL, but like something is just sparking people up.
Feisty.
I don't get what it is.
Little feisty
this year.
A little feisty. I don't know. I mean, but that game was whatever. The one I really actually liked to kind of watch was the Sean Payton show.
Oh my God.
The Broncos game.
You know what? That was another.
You actually
what
called
did you
them by
call
their
it?
name.
Yeah,
what would
I
you call
did.
it? And you said a good.
A good bad game.
That was a good bad game.
Yeah.
You know what though? Here's the thing about Sean Payton.
Oh, I have a lot to say about Sean Payton.
I'm
favorite
now,
people.
See, I'm
Can't wait.
blanking out
Favorite guys.
on give me a minute, it'll come to me. The other coach, the coach for the Jets, I'm blanking out, but if you guys remember,
Saleh.
no. Hackett. Thank
Yeah.
you, Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got
Thank
you. I got you, girl.
If you guys remember, Sean Payton was talking mad shit on him.
I was
saying
gonna
he's
bring
the
it up.
worst coach ever, the worst coaching
Basically,
style.
he blamed the whole losing season.
Yeah, on him.
Well, don't forget he was in Green Bay. So
Yeah.
there's a couple of juxtaposition.
I don't even want to hear it. You're
Yeah.
the head coach.
Yeah.
Everything runs through you.
Yeah.
You are everything. Okay. And listen, you got beat by the Jets.
Oh wait,
The Jets.
So wait. Nathaniel Hackett was, I think, the QB quarterback or close to Aaron Rodgers when Aaron was in Green Bay. So put that over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's Hackett and Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Okay. Then we have the Russell Wilson is in Denver.
Yeah.
Hackett goes to Denver.
Yeah.
They F the bed, right? What do you
Shit the
say?
bed.
There you go.
Not
Okay.
F the bed.
So, whatever.
I don't know if you can F
I
a
don't know
bed.
if you, I hope not. But so Denver's doing horrible.
Yeah.
Under Hackett.
Yeah.
Russell's doing horrible. It's just a complete disaster.
Yeah.
So Sean Payton comes out, or wasn't he retired for like a minute? I don't remember. But anyway, so Sean Payton is now going to be the head coach of Denver, and he criticizes the head coach that you replaced, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to take
It's
in.
kind of incestuous in the NFL like that. How it just.
But
all,
when you talk about another coach,
right.
okay, and now Hackett is with the Jets. So the whole Jets crew
Yeah.
had Hackett's back because now they're playing Sean, his old team.
Right.
So it's just like, it was a lot. It
Yeah.
was a lot. And then Aaron Rodgers with his little foot and at home, whatever, is tweeting or whatever. I've never seen, well, I'm not on Twitter, but I've never
Called
seen
X now.
whatever. I've never heard of Aaron Rodgers actually doing a heart emoji until this weekend.
I mean,
He did, and he did it for Hackett.
He's on some good painkillers. I think he's indulging
Oh,
in
for
the
sure.
ayahuasca,
Maybe.
the ayahuasca, and all
Maybe
the other
it's got him
painkillers.
softy Aaron.
He's doing his ketamine therapy
Yeah,
and taking his
part of his
magic
therapy.
mushrooms.
His therapy.
He's vibing out on that field, man. You know what I'm saying? He's having a great time.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I thought
Absolutely.
that game was. I mean, again, that was another game where we were like, blech, you know, like
Oh my God.
two teams that are just boring as hell.
Boring,
and
yeah.
you know, I heard. I was watching SportsCenter, and I don't know who it was. They came out and said, you know, Jets quarterback just has more confidence now. I'm like, listen, that has never been his problem. He has
He's had
enough
too much-
confidence for everyone
Yeah.
around us. You
Yeah.
know what
Well,
I'm
but
saying?
Yeah.
but who did really hold it down for the Jets was Brees Hall.
Oh yeah, Brees Hall was great.
He's amazing.
Amazing.
And he's really like a blessing to that team.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
know this sounds weird, but I actually like the Jets without Aaron.
Really?
I know that's weird. And what I mean is
You're rooting for
when
them a little
Aaron
bit
was
now?
there, it just became the Aaron show.
Okay.
It just became the
He
whole
overtook-
he
Better than
overtook.
this.
Well, I'd rather no, but you're not going to have Aaron for more than a year or two anyway, if that.
They're actually a
So-
team now. They're actually a team, not
They're
just
actually
a
a
quarterback.
team, not just Aaron.
Yeah.
Right. By
I
the
see
way,
that. I see that.
by the way, we should talk about the Vikings because there's a lot of rumors that Kirk Cousin, your little boy,
I know.
should go to the Jets.
Get out of here.
I said
Get
this-
outta here.
I said this a few weeks ago on
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And I think you guys thought I was kidding, and I am not
It
kidding.
could happen.
Yeah.
That would be the
absolutely.
dumbest thing for him to do. They would have to offer him so much,
But he's only got a year left in Minnesota, and they're not going to give him a long-term contract, I don't think.
No.
So if the
They're not in a
Vikings
position
are like,
to.
hey, this isn't our guy, we need to move on, let's get as much for him as we can right now.
So let's get into that Chiefs Viking game. Let's get into that for a second. Another, like, if you notice
Boring.
now, no. Hold on.
I was bored.
Hold on. So now this is what's happening in the NFL. Like we've talked about, the running back position is just kind of falling back unless you're like a CMC or something like that.
Not in
But
San Francisco.
we got two teams both running a double tight end offense, super electric, right? Both looking to play. You get Kelsey, who gets injured, gets out, gets that X-ray done, gets back in, gets
How
another
dramatic was his
touchdown.
exit, by the
Oh,
way?
it was.
How
He's-
dramatic.
he's a lot.
And the award
You
goes
love him?
to.
You know what? I think he's funny, and I like funny guys. Like him and Kittle are in the same category to me. I like a Gronk. Like I love
Okay,
that.
I love
like a JJ
Gronk.
Watt. Like
I love JJ
I'm just
too,
over
but
Kelsey a little bit.
no,
I am.
but that
I just am.
game was, you know, guys, like that got really
He's a
close for a
beast.
second there.
He's a
It came
beast.
down, if you saw, like that game came down to the wire at the last minute. They ended up putting Kelsey in to run a special teams play to protect the red zone.
and But I also was like really impressed that it even went that far.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a blowout. You know, I love the Vikings, but against the Chiefs, I didn't think they would hold water against Mahomes.
Mahomes is a
I
great
mean,
quarterback. He is.
he's
There's nothing you can
Mahomes,
say about
like-
him.
But they are not the Chiefs of old right now. They're just, I don't know what's going on.
Mind blown.
What is happening?
Mind blown.
In Kansas City. And you can't blame it on Taylor Swift. Like,
Thank you. She was
this
not
is,
there
she
this-
wasn't
this
there.
week.
And everybody was, I guess, like, most of the fans were like, thank God she's not there because they just
didn't
want to
even
get back.
notice,
Yeah. Well, she wasn't there.
Okay.
And I don't know. Do you think she'll come back?
I
Maybe
think
a playoff game?
Yeah, I think she
You
will.
know what? She should do whatever she wants to do.
Yeah.
And let everybody else.
She was there for
It's
Travis's
a free,
birthday.
It's a
She
free
was-
country.
Yeah, she was there when it counted. She was
Okay.
there to celebrate her man.
I think the Chiefs, I mean, I think letting Tyreek Hill go was a big mistake.
Really?
Yeah,
But they did good
lost a
without
target.
him.
Yeah, but now when they kind of need him, look at the year Tyreek's having. Tyreek came out and said, "I'm going to have 2,000 yards this year."
Tyreek's a beast.
And we can segue over to that Miami game because holy crap, is Miami back to normal?
Yeah.
You know they're averaging like it's 9.5, 9.7 yards per play.
It's crazy.
Per play.
Insane.
That means running and like per play. And they had over 524 offensive yards in this last game.
Wow.
Like they are back to being Miami.
Yeah.
Like they're just back to doing it.
Well,
I
how
still
did
want
they
to see
get
them
there?
compete in cold weather though.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I always bring it back to my boys. My boy, the head coach for Miami.
yes.
He is nuts.
Yeah, I love him.
And I love him. He
love him.
is a vibe beyond vibes.
Yeah, no, he's great.
He's hilarious. Have you seen it?
No, I need to get into him.
His press conferences are everything. Like he's unexplainable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to be posting this week about him.
Yes.
But like he
Introduce
just
us.
talks like if he's on another planet.
yeah.
I love it.
Can we
Yeah.
but can we talk about Daniel Jones for a second?
Go for it.
So, okay. This game was great for a number of reasons. Obviously, Miami came back, but Daniel Jones, this is a guy who just on Monday Night Football had 10 sacks.
Right.
10
Right.
just beat to the ground. Then we go to this game. He gets hit another 6 times, okay? And finally in the fourth quarter, he's like, "My neck hurts and I'm done."
Right.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm
Take
done.
me out.
Thanks for this short week. I'm
Right.
in pain. No one's protecting me. I have no coverage. Truthfully, he was just probably like, F it. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
What is the point of this massacre?
Yeah.
Why put your body in this much risk over and over again? And now we hope I don't even know if the neck injury is real. We'll see. I don't know. But like,
I'd pretend. I'd be like, get me out. I think
I
I'm
would too.
my neck,
I would
my
too.
back.
yeah, everything
Like,
hurts.
just- right?
Saquon Barkley's still out. Like, when are you coming back? Truthfully, you want to hear my opinion on this?
Oh,
Not
Lord,
popular.
here we go.
I think he
Get
can
it.
come back. And I think he's just like, that's a no for
Well,
me,
you know,
dog.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
They're talking about how that some of these running backs are like, I'm not going to play.
Why would you? Your position is being dwindled. You don't have that many good years as a running back.
You're
You
not-
might as well wait for a year where something might matter.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know?
It's
True. It's sad that they have to think of it in those terms, but I would. It's my body.
Yeah.
I have to put through injuries.
I'm just saying,
so,
like,
yeah.
I get that. I mean, but I did not catch the Detroit game. Did you?
Oh,
Tim?
You know, we go
The
right to
Detroit
Melissa.
Panthers
I
game.
know.
You know,
Such a
we just
diehard
plan
New
on
York-
you
like Detroit gal
covering
instead of-
Detroit all year.
Guys, I was so proud.
Okay.
I was so proud.
She's such a mom. I was so proud.
So proud of my boys.
Okay, why? What did they do?
I
they
just
beat the Panthers.
I beat
Who
the
cares?
Panthers. I just felt like
They haven't won a game, by the way.
the Panthers.
The Panthers are the only
know.
team that have not won a game. So tell me why the Detroit Lions are so amazing.
I mean,
this
no,
week.
I'm just proud. I'm proud that they're still staying on. You know, the Detroit, as we know, I kind of have a soft spot because they haven't been a great team for a very, very long time. And so
I do like them, by the way.
To see them like kind of having their
Yeah.
year,
Their
having their
moment.
moment to
Yeah.
shine, being number one in their
Yeah.
division, just holding on to it. I know they didn't play a hard team, but just keep it on. Just keep it on. I'm like, yes, it's good. You're going to stay number one in the division. I'm like, yes,
I do like
rooting
them.
for them.
I am pulling for them. Not, of course, to go as far as they need to go, and then the Niners will
Absolutely.
do their thing.
Yeah.
But I do love the underdog. I'm excited for the fans in Detroit.
Yes, finally. Have you seen Marshall Mathers, aka Slim Shady,
Eminem.
aka Eminem?
Yeah, he was there.
He's stoked. He's in every meme and then his gear just suited up, just
Yeah.
like
And I
repping
think
hard.
Kid Rock is also a big Detroit Lion fan, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
Kid Rock is a psychopath, so I wouldn't know.
I'm surprised you don't like him.
No.
That seems right up
No,
your alley.
he's a psychopath.
Aren't you surprised she doesn't like Kid
Have you
Rock?
listened to his ramblings?
Oh, God.
He is.
I don't.
he is
I'm
not
talking
well, honey.
about.
You know when he peaked, married
Bum,
to Pam
bada, bum,
Anderson.
bum,
When him and
bum.
Pam Anderson were married, that was his peak. And then
I forgot
That
they were
was it?
married. Good job.
Oh my God.
give a shit
Well,
about
speaking of peak, I'm gonna make a hard left.
Okay, let's
Have
go.
you guys seen any of the talk with Marshawn Lynch?
Listen, I'll say this once.
love me some Marshawn.
Let me tell you this
Just
really
telling
quick.
the truth.
So I used to work with a lot of players, and I used to work with Marshawn. And
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How tall is he?
He's a big dude.
Is
a big
he?
dude.
Okay,
I remember
okay.
we had an event where him and Russell Wilson were making an appearance. Russell showed up, very polite, very together. Just where would you like me to stand, ma'am? What
pre-Sierra
can
or
I do for you,
post-Sierra?
ma'am? Like very great, just being awesome,
Being
And then-
nice.
awesome,
Being
nice
nice,
guy.
yeah.
And then Marshawn rolls in,
Politician.
and I cannot tell you this guy. This was on a Saturday night. They had a game the next day. And Marshawn walks in, and he's super polite,
With his
super
Skittles?
nice.
With his
No, but
Skittles?
you know what he asked me for? He said, "Do you have any red wine?"
Oh, I think you told
And
us
I
this.
said, "I can
Yeah.
get you some." And he
Yeah.
goes, "Could you?"
Yeah.
So I get him a bottle of red wine. I'm opening it. I put the glass down. He goes, No, I don't need the glass," and just starts chugging red wine out of this bottle. And Russ is just standing there looking at him, shaking his head, looking up because Russ is so little, looking up. And Marshawn could have given two shits.
I
yeah.
love those different personalities.
Yeah,
Polar
but
opposite.
he woke up the next day and performed.
Okay, but what he said was pretty telling
which
about
part?
what happened in Seattle. The
Oh.
first thing that I was like,
tell the people.
"Oh, girl."
Tell the people.
So there's always a famous play, but this is another famous play in the playoffs. I think it was, or was it the Super Bowl? Was it when it was the Patriots and the Seahawks? It was Super Bowl, wasn't it? It was a Super Bowl, and they were ready to. All they had to do
Oh, this
was
is
give
the end
it.
of the Legion of Boom. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
all they had to do was give the ball to Marshawn to score a touchdown, and they would like win the game. Okay.
Yeah.
And the controversy was that Pete Carroll is Russell's jock, basically the quarterback, and Marshawn was kind of like, on the outside, right? And so he wanted Russell Wilson to have the glory.
Oh,
So instead, on the one, you've got Marshawn Lynch,
Right.
Okay,
Why
the
would you-
biggest, baddest running back. Everybody was waiting for you to give it to him, and you didn't. Instead, you let Russell throw a 1-yard pass, and it gets intercepted by Butler.
Was that to Sherman?
That's when
Was that
the
pass to Richard
Patriot.
Sherman?
Look at Tom Brady was ready to lose. He would not have that.
Yep.
He was not.
Yep.
He had 7 Super Bowls. That would have been like
Yeah.
-1, right?
-1.
-1.
One less ring.
And here's what he told us, which I thought was interesting. He said that he was just probably so mad, right? And that he walked by Pete Carroll right after this. 2 things he said. He said, first of all, he heard Russell, after he threw the interception, Russell, I guess, kind of like walking back to the sideline, was like, "Oh, damn, I'll get him next time."
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I was dying.
Oh, boy.
But that Marshawn was just walked by Pete Carroll and laughed in his face. He literally said, "I walked by Pete and I just laughed in his face." I was like, wow. It just says a lot about what was going on at that time. And then he said another story. He dropped another little bomb. And he said, he didn't even have Russell Wilson's number, that Russell would call him from a blocked number. What? And, for some of our newbies, the quarterbacks are supposed to have this camaraderie with their players.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to really have the locker behind you and all of this stuff.
Be a leader. Be a
and
real
be a leader.
for
But
the entire team.
apparently, Russell didn't operate that way. And he basically said, "I had zero relationship with my quarterback or my head coach."
Well, look how
And
it's
it
working
just
for him
says
now.
a lot. And I won't get into the whole Pete Carroll thing in USC, but I'm not a big fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
talk-
I like how she goes, "Okay."
I mean,
That was a lot to unpack, but I thought it was pretty
why don't we talk about a team that finally won a game, and all
Chicago?
Oh,
and all it took was Dick Butkus to die.
That's so sad.
It is sad.
That's horrible.
What do you mean? Why are you looking at me like that? What are you talking about? The man died.
No, he was
a treasure to Chicago.
He wasn't. Yeah.
he was Chicago.
He
I don't
was
know if that
Chicago.
was
He
the
was-
boost they needed, but
he was one of their, I think it was a linebacker for 8 years.
Right.
yeah.
And he was a staple in
Went
Chicago.
to college in Chicago.
Yep.
When yeah.
And
He's an
so that
Illinois
was a
boy.
really sad day for not only the NFL but for Chicago.
The Midwest.
But
yeah.
they showed up and they
Against
pulled
the
out a W
Commanders.
for
Little
Mr.
angel
Butkus.
wings, I think.
You know, a
gave
funny
them
fact about Commanders quarterback Sam,
Howell.
my boy Sam.
Howell.
Yeah.
Never heard of him till this year.
Doesn't matter.
And I have no idea
You
where
know,
he came
he
from.
only
Tell us.
eats chicken as a protein.
Wow.
Yeah. So fun
Interesting.
fact. So like in college, usually when you win, your coaches will take you out for a steak dinner or whatever. He would always order chicken tenders.
Oh, that's
Dude
why I
still
think I heard
eats
that.
chicken tenders, bro. Not a
But isn't that
steak,
bad for
not
you?
a burger. I don't know. I don't think you should be having deep fried chicken every other day. Maybe that's what slowed him down in that game. And you know what sucks is I love Ron Rivera. He's a great coach. He was. I mean,
He's not a great coach.
Yes, he was. He took the Panthers to a Super Bowl. What?
Listen, he's Mexican and I love my Mexican people, but I just don't think Ron is a great coach. I'm sorry. I think he's a coach. He's not a great coach. He gets from team to team to team because he can't get it done.
I might be wrong about that Super Bowl stat. I think Carolina went to a Super Bowl. They were close.
Oh, I don't.
They were close.
I don't know.
I
I got a couple friends.
I don't
You know, my
know.
best friend
Carolina.
Mike's a Carolina fan. He's gonna watch this and just be spitting on me.
But what I will tell you is that the Bears, this is crazy. They broke a 14-game losing streak.
Yes.
14 games.
Yes.
And 346 days of losing. That's almost a full year where they
Third
just
time since Queen Elizabeth
they
died.
did nothing
Not
but
meme.
lose.
Not me.
They did nothing but lose. So I'm really happy.
Memes.
I know. I'm really happy for Justin Fields.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say he won that game, but great, sure. NFL is weird this week and so far this year. I mean, there are teams that have not won, and you're like, really? And then there's teams who are, like I'm sorry, the Eagles. I cannot believe they have not lost.
I know.
I cannot believe it.
They're messy.
Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback, but they're messy.
They're messy.
They're not playing
and
great.
They're not playing great. And
we
they
thought
don't
would
look
be
like
good
an
because
undefeated
of
team.
last year, and they are good despite last year.
It's
and
not
that
carrying over.
It's not.
I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know either. I would love to go like peek behind the scenes, sit in the locker room,
And
watch film with them. Like,
me
what is
too.
happening?
And then another team, but this team at least has one win. The Patriots.
oh,
The Patriots.
Bill Belichick.
Can we talk about
Do
this?
your job and do it better.
No,
okay?
go home.
No,
Go
here's the thing.
home, Bill.
Everything
Go home.
runs through him. Robert Kraft, who owns the Patriots, for those new bees, everything runs through Belichick. Every decision is
That's
through
the
him.
problem.
And Kraft is looking at him going, this is your F
That's the
up, bro."
problem.
Yeah.
But no, it's the owners because Kraft keeps letting him, Bill, run his team. And in fact, if I was an owner, which I'm not, but if I was an
Yeah.
owner at this point, I'd be talking to Bill and saying, listen, I appreciate all you've done.
yeah.
I would have that conversation.
time
I
to
appreciate
go.
all you've done. But he's been a problem ever since Garoppolo was a backup quarterback
Yeah.
for the Patriots.
Yeah.
And when he was backing up Tom Brady, and this is when I think everything started to fall apart behind the scenes in New England. There became a push-pull, right? Bill Belichick wanted Tom Brady gone.
Right.
It's a known fact. He wanted him gone. He thought he was too old. Didn't think he could. He wanted to start building his next quarterback for the next dynasty, and he thought it was Garoppolo. And all rumors point to he actually wanted Garoppolo and he wanted Tom gone. And Kraft was in the middle of it,
Right.
and he took Bill Belichick's side.
And I think that's why he feels so like he can't be without him. You know what I mean? That they are one and the same. Belichick and Kraft,
Well,
like they need each
They
other
don't
to
have
survive.
anything.
And it's
They don't even have a quarterback. Mac Jones, I mean, get out of here, bro. Like, there's just nothing here. You are not the Patriots of old, and it sucks because I feel like Boston, especially Patriot fans, are so used to that winning thing, and now they don't have it. And I don't know, dude. Like,
changes
Belichick,
need to
I
be
don't
made.
know.
I think it's so
You
apparent.
are just a temper tantrum away
I
from
had to
being a
write
nasty.
this. I had to
can't
write
take
this
him
down.
anymore.
In the last 2 games, the Patriots have been outscored 72-3.
At what point do you just say changes.
Tank
need
the
to be
team.
made.
No, this is the point. You tank the team. Listen to me, Bill, Mr. Belichick. I don't, have someone to cut the sleeves off my sweaters, but here's what I'm telling you.
Or throw your
Tank
sock.
the team. Get a draft pick. Be done with it.
Yeah.
Like, this is awful.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
embarrassing.
But
is.
at what point do you just say, as an owner,
Yeah.
Bill, I thank you for what you've done, but we're going to go in a different direction.
I think now.
It's now.
It should have been done
It's
already,
now.
but
And poor Mac Jones.
immediately.
Listen, he might not be, a Brock Purdy, but I don't know that it's all his fault either.
No, I cannot imagine working for Belichick. Can you imagine?
The Belichick way, right? The Patriot way. Look at
No.
everybody wanted to know, is Tom Brady as good as he is because of Belichick,
Yes.
or is Belichick as good as he is because of Tom? And right now, I think we know the answer.
Yes.
Tom went and got another ring, and you are now, you've scored 3 points in 2 games.
Yeah.
So I think he's ruining his legacy.
Yes.
I think Bill is ruining his legacy. And at what point, by the way, I think we talked about the age. I think he's 71 and Pete Carroll's 7.
Oh.
No, one of them 71, one of them 72.
Okay.
Carroll's older.
Okay, one of them's older. I don't know. The bottom line, at what point do you go, you know what?
I had a good run.
I had a good run.
Yeah.
Like, do we let them play till they're 80 or
No, we're done.
what's happening?
We
here?
had a good run.
I don't know.
We had a good run.
I think if you're winning, it's one thing, but
I mean, can you imagine working like under Belichick? No, and now you're losing.
No.
That cannot be a fun locker room
that
right
is
now.
toxic.
That cannot
sounds
be a
like
fun
toxic
locker room.
workplace.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, all in all.
By the way, I swear to God, you guys are gonna laugh. I brought this up last podcast.
Right.
You know how I feel about the visors.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I already gave you the answer. I was going to ask you, what does Josh McDaniels, Bill Belichick, and Sean Payton have in common?
Oh, that is great.
Not only are they doing horrible, but they all are wearing visors.
It's time to change.
It's
the
time
look.
to switch
That's what you said.
to the cap.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
It's time.
Yeah.
It's
they
not
got so many
working.
breathable hats nowadays that I don't get it anymore.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, week 5 was probably one of the most lackluster for me. Just was,
Yeah, I felt the same way. Other than the Sunday night game.
Was it us though, or was it the football? I mean, how was your weekend in general?
I mean, I feel like it was a good weekend.
I honestly,
My
everything
weekend started strong.
I think for me, everything was wrapped around Sunday night.
I know.
And that's why even the games I was watching, it didn't have as much.
Yeah.
I didn't care because I think we're not the only ones. It was kind of like,
Everyone was holding their breath.
Everyone was holding their breath for Sunday night.
Yeah.
I don't care who you were a fan of. Yes. You knew that game was the game to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
So all of these other ones, like I tried to watch even the Eagles and the Rams game.
I know.
And it just wasn't, there was just not this I
know.
But man, the Sunday night, that was the game.
That was the
and
game.
I don't know.
That was the game.
What was the best what was the best meme for you this week?
You know what? This week it was a stupid one. Actually,
They're all stupid.
It was Travis Kelce's pants.
God.
There was a meme of his pants, and then someone found a clip. Like, the internet is a scary place, you guys.
Yes.
Some asshole found a clip of like Taylor Swift's drapes.
Yes.
That looked
No.
like Travis Kelce's pants.
No.
And they were
I
like,
think it's
look
on
at
our
what
page.
he's doing.
It's on
I
my
didn't
page.
do it.
It's on my page. I think I tagged. I think it's.
Who is this board?
Oh my God.
Honestly,
I know. I
like,
know.
that was the one I saw.
But
And I
his
was
pants, they were velvet and big.
I don't
and
care what any
brown.
of you guys say. The guy
They're
got injured.
brown
He got an
velour.
X-ray. He came back and got a touchdown. That's something to look at.
Do we care?
Yeah, that was
No,
I
you
don't know.
should care. If you want a player that's good, that's who you want. Come on.
As a Niner fan, I've been sick of Kelsey for like years, especially
the Kelsey
since
brothers.
2019.
I like the Kelsey
Who was your favorite meme?
Oh my God. I think that was mine. That was on my stories today.
Really?
I wanted to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was on my stories this morning.
Okay. Well, my favorite meme just happened to be by Monica Madrid.
Oh no, your Stephon Diggs
know
one was
this one.
really good.
I'm
I
sorry.
know
Did
it's
you guys
good.
see it?
No, it was good.
Which
It was
one?
good. I saw the Stephon Diggs one.
That one?
The tablet.
That's what I thought you were
Oh,
talking about.
no, I'm talking about the one during the game. I was watching because remember, I was like, do I go? Do I stay? Do I
Oh,
go?
yes,
Do I
the Dallas
decided to stay home, locked in with 2 other diehard Niner fans, and that was it. And when the meme, when the camera showed the Dallas fan in his like Dallas gear, he had like a hat on, and he was making a call to somebody.
Yeah.
I literally thought of one thing. You better call Tyrone.
Oh gosh.
Oh, and
I don't know
I just,
this
and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I literally paused it for like 5 seconds, and I quickly just put it on, and I put the song on by Erykah Badu, and I said, screw it, because I have fun. If no one else thinks I'm funny, I don't care. I just have fun on my own, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna post it on our page, and then I forgot about it. And by the time the game was done, I looked, I'm like, I'm not the only crazy one. It went crazy. It was like 1,300 likes within like a few minutes.
I love it.
I mean, you're funny.
Oh, thank you.
You're funny.
I think
get
I'm funny, but I only think I'm funny to me.
No. I think you're funny too.
But I thought that shit was funny.
I think
and
you're
I didn't know
funny,
that
too.
ananybody. I didn't know if anybody would get the Erykah Badu.
I
like,
know.
I did not.
Do our fans skew
Tyrone.
I did
younger?
not.
Do our fans skew older? Like, who would?
Apparently, we were right on target. And then my
I
only
love
thought
it.
was, should I let it keep going to tell him, come on? And then I was like, come get your shit. You know what I mean? And so I was like, and so I asked my
Directed
friend.
at Zach. Hey.
I asked my friend, should I let it go to this end? She goes, no, just keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
And I go, okay.
The internet has a short attention
Short,
span.
but it would have been only like 2 more seconds, but I did. I let it go. But anyways, I thought that was
Don't we?
funny.
You know what? Actually, that is funny. And I was about to get to the pick'ems, but don't we have a watch party coming up?
we do.
Because some people were asking me if we were doing a watch party where we were going to see each other.
Yeah,
and
we want to see our people. So
yeah.
2 things are going on right now. We're about ready to tell everybody of the date, but I don't know the exact date yet, but probably in the next couple days. Football is Sexy is presenting a comedy night at the Ice House.
That's going to be sick.
I'm telling
but
you.
don't tell people too much about that.
I'm
yet.
not.
No,
That's
no,
all
no,
I'm
no.
going to say.
Just say that.
That's all I'm going to say, but you're going to want to come.
Yeah.
You're going to want to come, and it's for anybody, but we definitely want to meet our followers.
Right.
Okay? And then the other date, December 3rd.
Yes.
We are going to do a watch party.
1
Niners
p.m. game.
versus the Eagles.
1 p.m. game here at the Ice
Perfect.
House. The
Stay
food here is
tuned for
sick.
details.
The food is amazing.
Yeah.
We might have 2 undefeated
think-
teams going up against each other.
I think the NFL is going to flex that game. As of 2 days ago, it wasn't going to be on a regular. How can you not have the Niners and Eagles on like a regular channel? How are you going to make me go to the YouTube?
I'm pissed it's a 1
It's
p.m.
just-
game.
It's annoying.
It should be a 5 o'clock game.
I actually would prefer 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm like,
I
it's
would
school
prefer.
night.
I don't
need
like
to get
waiting
home.
that long. Yeah, right? You
I
got
have
shit to do.
children. Get on a bus.
You got shit to do. By the way, we didn't. How was your weekend? Was it all just
It
wrapped?
was good. It was Roman's birthday, so it was just lots
Oh,
of
that's
birthday,
right.
lots
Okay.
of birthday celebrations for the fam.
What a birthday gift. He's
I
a Niner
know.
fan,
He's
isn't
a
he?
Niner fan.
Okay,
He was
raise him
so
right, raise him
happy.
right.
Yep, yeah, he loved it. He's in the pick'ems. If you can find him in the pick'ems, he's in the top 100.
I love it.
I know,
I,
good turn,
I
nice.
actually went up this week. I was shocked.
Good. Look at you.
Even though you
Look
know I
at
always
you.
I always I don't know if the contacts are not in. I always meant to pick this one. I
Yes,
realized I
you have
picked that
some technical
one.
issues.
Technical issues. What do you got?
I dropped to 11 this week.
You got out of
Dude,
10.
I got out of the top 10.
still doing great.
Well, wait. Before we go into the pick'ems, now that we talked about the visor coaches,
anything else?
let's just what coach? Because it could happen this week. That's why I want to cover it.
Okay.
Who do you think is going to be fired first as a head coach?
Fired? If I could have my way, it'd be Belichick. But realistically, that's not going to happen.
They're not
right
going to
now.
fire him.
And
I
it's
don't.
not
I
gonna
mean,
happen.
look.
I don't
Now I
think it's
said
gonna
that they will.
happen even next season. I think they're going to keep him for a while.
Kraft.
But if
Well,
it was
he's
up
loyal.
to me, if I could wave my magic wand, it'd be him.
Gone.
Him. Yeah.
Any thoughts?
Honestly, no, because I just think. I mean, I want to say Belichick, but I don't think they're going to fire him. I don't know if it's a coaching problem as it. I mean, you're talking to someone who, like, look, I don't think the Chargers have a great coach. You know, like, look at them, but they're still winning.
Right.
So there's an example of a team that's still, like, pulling it out.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I would say Belichick, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, they're not going to fire him. That's going to be a nice little conversation off season, and then he'll retire, right? Because he does deserve that respect of not just
Unless he's bitter.
letting him go.
Unless he's bitter.
I don't think Belichick will ever be fired. I think there'll be a conversation, and then he'll retire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kellen Moore, by the way, that we're gonna talk about the pick'ems.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So basically,
do you think?
we don't. Who do I think?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I'm so focused on if the Raiders didn't win
Yeah.
today, I mean last night, I mean I think his head is on the chopping block as well.
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
But all right, let's get into pick'ems.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get it going.
Here we go, guys.
God.
This week, we're going to start with Thursday night. The Denver Donkey Broncos will be at Kansas City. I think it's safe to say, KC.
They're gonna come back with a vengeance. I think. Yeah.
KC? Okay.
Yeah, they need to show out though.
Yeah,
This
that's
little
what I
scraping
mean.
by with 7 over, they
Not
need
a
to
good
show
look.
out.
Yeah.
We got Ravens at Titans.
Ravens.
I keep picking the Titans I need to get back on track with the Titans. The Titans and I are not in love right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ravens on that one. I think Lamar is going to bounce back. He had a dismal fantasy performance this week. Thanks for nothing. He's such a weird quarterback.
That's
dude.
why-
he can do
exactly.
so many things, and I hate the running quarterback. I think the running quarterback is a terrible position to play. It's dumb, but it works for him. But he better wake up.
Well, wait. Lamar, Burrow,
Yeah.
and Dak
Yes.
all got paid.
And are
Yeah, they all made
performing.
their
And
money.
are performing.
not-
well.
Lamar was
doing-
the first one to start the drama with the money. You're right.
And it's
He
not.
was.
And we'll throw Watson, Deshaun on there too. They're just not
Earn your
they're-
paycheck.
Earn
is
the
what you're
pay,
saying. Earn
man.
your
Earn the
paycheck.
pay.
Yeah.
Washington Commanders at Falcons. I'm gonna go Falcons.
Gosh, yeah, I'm gonna go Falcons. I don't see
No,
that.
you're going
happening.
Commanders.
I
You're gonna give
can't-
that
I just
chicken
hate the
tendy some
name.
more
I
love?
can't get past the name,
You just
and
get stuck on it.
I'd probably go with you guys.
Okay. Minnesota at Chicago.
I mean,
Minnesota.
Minnesota. I think versus.
I'm gonna go Minnesota.
They've cost me too. The Vikings. I keep coming back. Every time I think they're gonna
Yeah.
do it, they don't, and then I'm a nightmare.
Seattle at Bengals.
Seattle.
I'm gonna go with JoJo.
Are
I'm
you?
gonna go with Burrow on this one.
All right.
Yeah.
Seattle's
Seattle's not
that's
that
gonna be a
impressive.
game time decision.
Here's a
It's gonna be a
stupid
good
one.
bad game.
49ers at the Cleveland Browns.
Don't say that because that shit scares me. I
Shouldn't.
don't like that. That's how you.
Usually I'm
That's
like,
how you
don't jinx
jinx.
Yeah, that
That's
little
how you
elf is
don't
gonna run
jinx
up and
it.
down that field and sprinkle magic fairy dust.
Hey, but you know who's doing really good on the Browns is Miles Garrett. He's
Yeah, good for him.
he's a beast.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
One of.
I'm trying to give some love elsewhere. Look at you.
Saints at Texans. This is a rough one.
Ugh.
I mean, Saints.
I don't
think.
know.
I really want to go CJ Stroud
CJ
because
Stroud.
he's my
Yeah.
hometown. My
Didn't
hometown guy.
Didn't he do something good this week? There was a stat about him.
Oh my god,
He
he
broke-
has amazing stats. All of his stats are
Yeah.
like he's the best.
I don't know if I have a stat, but I
Yeah.
remember seeing something that worked in his favor. But yeah.
Yeah.
Colts at Jaguars. I'm going with the Colts.
Come-
Panthers at Miami. A bloodbath.
Miami.
A Dolphin's gonna beat the shit out of a Panther.
But we have that on tape. I'm telling you, the NFL, any given day.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Detroit at
I
Tampa
will
Bay.
make Yoel do a clip.
I hope he does.
Yeah.
Well, but go ahead.
Detroit at Buccaneers.
Detroit.
Although they're
Detroit.
doing okay with Baker.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're doing okay.
New England at Vegas. Patriots going to the Raiders. I'm taking the Patriots.
This is gonna be
I'm taking
a-
the Patriots.
This is gonna
Are
be-
you?
Yes, I am.
Oh my God. Well, that's Josh going up against
Yeah.
his former
This is just
boss.
a sad.
Yeah.
So Josh, just for the newer fans, Josh McDaniels, the head coach of the Raiders, used to coach under Bill Belichick under the Patriots.
And he got Jimmy G.
And
who
he
was
got
under
Well,
him,
isn't
like, you know.
all the Raiders? I mean, all the Patriots are on the Raiders
Yeah,
now, so it's like the Patriots playing themselves.
I know.
The
And
other
there's-
backup quarterback is also a Patriot, but okay.
Wait, so you taking the Patriots?
Oh yeah.
Who are you taking?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, no, I think
She's really
Raiders.
serious
I
about
know,
that.
Oh, yeah.
but they're so
You gonna take the Raiders?
bad. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders.
No.
What are you gonna do?
Ah, God. I because I
Game
would
day decision?
prefer. I'd just probably go for the Raiders because
Okay.
I'd rather go for
Okay,
Jimmy
well, we
than
got
Mac.
a few more.
Okay,
Let's get through these.
yeah.
We got the Cardinals at the Rams. I'm going with the Rams. Puka Nakua.
Puka
Wow, wow,
Nakua.
wow.
Love
He's
Puka.
the
Cooper
Cutest.
Cup, take a seat. We actually don't need you this year,
Cooper.
brother.
I know he came back, but I know. Let's do
We
that.
don't need you.
Yeah.
Eagles at Jets. I'm going with the
I'm
Eagles.
going with the Eagles, Jets, New York.
Oh, yeah.
New York teams this year in
Oh,
general.
yeah.
Giants at Bills.
Bills.
You know, the Bills have to come back.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
to. No,
they have to. That's a
cannot.
must-win game in my eyes.
And then we got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. And I'm saying bolts up, baby.
Oh,
Bolts
look at
up,
her.
Yeah.
Look at that
Okay?
confidence, too.
You get ready for my boy Bosa to run a field day. Okay, sack lunches are coming in, and I'm
Ooh.
just saying.
Do you really think they're going to beat Dallas?
I think Bosa's playing well. I think our defense is playing well. I think, yeah, I do. I think the defense for the Chargers right now is absolutely amazing.
How pissed is Jerry Jones going to be if they lose?
Well, wait, because Kellen Moore, Kellen Moore used to play, used to be on the Cowboys, and now he's and now he's on the Chargers.
Good for
In
him.
fact, if I'm not, I think I'm correct on this. Heads rolled when Dallas wasn't doing well, and so he was kind of the scapegoat in Dallas.
And now look.
And now,
look.
and in fact, instead of getting rid of Dak, they got rid of Kellen Moore, and I believe he's on the Chargers. So this could be.
And was that the best decision?
I'm just saying. Wait, who are you taking? We already know who she's taking.
Oh, I'm definitely taking Chargers too. I don't
Really?
I
You
just
think they're going to lose 2 in a row?
I mean, I hope so, but
Do you
Chargers
think
D,
Dak's
baby.
going to play? Is Dak going to play? That's
What,
the
Trey
he might
Lance?
get
question.
hurt. He might get hurt.
Someone might hurt him
No.
while
come
he's
on.
going to
It's
like
gonna be a good game.
McDonald's.
It's going to be close. I bet the spread is literally 1 or 2 points.
Oh,
It's going to be
Lord.
close, but
I
gonna go
just
with
think
Chargers D.
Dak's problem is his emotions, and I think he's going to get frustrated and he won't perform. And he's. I think when he does great, he does great. But when he cannot focus and he cannot find his spot, he just like zones out, just throws his weird passes to what are you doing?
Can we give a suggestion to Dak?
Oh,
Zip it. This week, don't say anything. Just
yes.
work.
yeah.
Just go watch tape. Just don't talk. Don't tell me it's going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
It's going to be dangerous. Oh, I'm really glad. I'm really glad. Don't be glad. Don't be glad.
Impersonation you've ever done.
Dude, what is happening over there? I think someone might hurt Dak. I'm worried for him. I'm actually a little worried for
should hire
him.
some security
I
if
don't
you're
know if he's going to make it.
Be careful.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I have a weird feeling that he might not start. What are you going to do?
Enough.
Cooper, I'm no, not enough. If I was a coach, I would actually start Cooper Rush. I would bench Dak. I'm calling for it.
Whoever the hell he
is, I would bench Dak. You have to do something different, and you have to let him know we're not stuck with you.
Yes.
And Cooper actually played okay in the few times that he has played.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We want Trey. We want Trey. Maybe I don't know. Hey, sorry, Dallas fans.
Sad.
I love you all, but I'm always gonna bring it back to my boys are going to the Super Bowl.
All right. Anyway, that's a wrap for week 5, guys.
My boys are going to the Super Bowl. Let's
Thank
do
you.
it. Thanks for watching. And as always, keep it sexy.